Welcome back, guys, to another brief video. And tonight we're gonna talk about what to expect as far as pay from being a CDL driver in the oil field industry. Well, the situation can vary your pay, your experience, your years with your license, your record. There's a lot of things to consider within the hiring process. Okay, so you decided to come into the oil field, you applied, you got approved, your record was fine. So what do I expect now? As a CDL driver, as far as like myself, my experience was Class A. I drive a vacuum truck, and you can expect anything. We've talked about this in the past videos, but from 22, 21, all the way up to $30, $31 an hour, depending what you drive, your experience, and all that kind of stuff. When you first get hired on to a company, I don't want to say all of them because I'm not really sure about it, but I'm 99.9% sure about it, not 100. So you're gonna go in, expect at least 4 days of application, or 3 days of the application process, because they're not only gonna process you for employment, they also have to certify you as far as H2S awareness, concealed space awareness. They're gonna have the safe land awareness. So you have to be certified on certain programs that the oil field requires. So now, like I say, expect to be in class for at least 3-4 days before you can actually go out on the field and start doing the job. Okay, now you went into class. It's not too hard, but you have to read, you have to pass a couple of exams, and you have to pass them. If you don't pass them, they're not gonna hire you on, because you have to be certified for that kind of stuff. Once you pass all those classes, they're gonna put you out in the field. I'm sure all companies, at least the ones I know, they're gonna put you out in a training kind of state, depending again on your experience. That's why I've said plenty of times, the more experience you have, the better it is for you. So they're gonna have you out on the field with another driver. So it's gonna be observation kind of period for a while. Again, depending on your experience, maybe a week, possibly 2 weeks. If you have no experience within the particular kind of truck or process that it is that you're working with, it might be 3 weeks, might be a little bit longer, depending, because they have to make sure that you are suitable for the job itself, that you know how to use the equipment, that you know how to use the valves. You're not going to be risking your life or the life of others from not knowing your equipment. So during this period of time, try to take advantage of it. Like, there's companies where they allow you to jump. Let's say you came back from a job, and you know what, another truck is going to go out and go do another job. There's some companies that allow you to jump from the truck you're in into that other truck to go and keep observing what that other operator is doing. You're not going to be driving, you're not going to be operating. All you're doing is sitting right there and getting trained. You're not going to be logging your hours, you're not going to be driving the truck. You're going to be tired, you're going to be, you won't be exhausted, you want to go to sleep. Welcome to the oil field, welcome to the CDL world. But again, if you don't feel safe, please say so. If you see something, say something. Like, you don't feel safe at going out, don't go out. You'll be fine. You're not really you don't really have to, because you're not driving, you're just in training. And if you already went out and you believe that you're not going to be safe out there, don't go. But like, again, you're not gonna, like I say, you're not gonna be driving, you're not gonna be operating anything. All you're gonna do is observe. So if they give you the opportunity or the chance to do so, do so. Because the hours are going to be good. They're still going to be paying you your hourly rate, whatever it is that you came to an agreement with. So they're still going to pay you your hours for being out there. If you're tired, go back to sleep, go to sleep, do whatever you want. If you're doing fine, go ahead and go out there. The more experience you get, the sooner you go out in the field. So now, let's say a couple of weeks went by already, and they give you the thumbs up, you're good to go. What am I expecting pay wise? So on your training period, you can expect anywhere from maybe 80 hours to 110 hours, 120 hours. If you were to be driving, that's not legal, don't do it. But if you're sitting there, you're not doing really anything. All you do, like I say, you're observing. So once you do that and you get the okay, you get the thumbs up, go ahead, get in your truck, be safe. Don't skip no steps. And the beauty about being with one driver or one operator while training and the other is that you get the best of both worlds. You can, maybe this guy likes it this way and this other guy likes to do things a little bit differently. Well, you can grab your experience and get a little bit from him and a little bit from him or her and put it together and make your own judgment. Now that you know that, now that you're gonna be on the truck by yourself, you can expect the hours. You're gonna be logging your hours. Be safe out there, always. If you're tired, pull over, by all means. Nobody's gonna tell you anything. By law, you have the right to stop work. It's called the Stop Work Authority by OSHA. So there's not a soul in the world that's gonna tell you don't do this if you don't feel safe about it. Now, we've established that. What am I expecting pay-wise? Me personally, when I first came onto the oil field, first I started hauling fracking sand in the boxes. The pay was really good. Then the rates started going down. The jobs, there was a lot of people working. So it's like a roster. So once you do a job, you get pulled back on the list, and from there you have to work yourself up again and then do another job or another load, and then you go back to the list, and that's how it works. Anyway, it didn't work out for me. I didn't like it, so I went somewhere else. Back then I was an owner operator. I had my own truck, so I had that right. When you're a company driver, on my first year within the oil field with my vacuum truck, with the company driver, on the first year, I didn't know what to expect. I was when I work, I'm not worried about the hours. I'm a hard-working man, like most of we are. On the first year, I made, I want to say $85,000 on the first year. And as I developed my experience and knowing the area, knowing the roads, and getting to know, staying within the same company, staying within the same area, and again, the growth within the company, like we talked before. But like I say, the first year I made 85. Year 2, I made a little more, maybe around 90, 95. By the third year, I was already over the 100,000 a year. Now, saying that, like I say, don't go out there and bust your butt off and try to get all them hours. You know, there's hours. Go ahead and rest. You have to rest. You're gonna get burnt out. Don't do that. Get your hours as much as you can. Be safe. I cannot say how much safety is a very important issue within the industry, because when you're tired, stuff is not gonna get good for you. You might, oh, Siri again? No, thank you. Sorry about that. No, but you're gonna have trouble. Don't do that. If you get pulled over, you're gonna get in trouble. If you're tired, you're gonna get in trouble. So just do your stuff, stay within the legal limits of your hours, and just work. You're gonna be just fine. Like I say, if this is a job that you're trying to get back on your feet from, you're hurting for money, this is the industry to be. But don't overwork yourself because you're gonna burnt out really quick, very quick. So that being said, and that's kind of like the limit, not the limit, but kind of the average where most of us drivers are at, about the 100, 100 a year. That's what you can expect. Again, just a regular CDL driver, no special hauling, no oversized, no none of that. Just a regular driver with your truck, the company truck, and just like I say, just stay safe out there. And that's kind of an average what you can get. And I've seen people, and I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of companies, and most of them agree that's about the right pay rate. Like you first start off, you're kind of scared, you don't know what you're doing, and yeah, 80 is about 85, about the correct rate a year. Like say the second, about 95. That's what happened to me, and that's kind of like the average. Like I say, and by the third, I was over 100. So I'm not saying everybody's gonna get it. I'm not saying that that's what you should get, but that's about the average. Like I say, this is a really good industry to be driving for. This is the place to be if you're hurting for money, but expect long hours. If it's hot, you're gonna be hot out there. If it's cold, you're gonna be cold out there. So prepare yourself for all that. If it's late, you're gonna be working nights, you're gonna be working days, you're gonna be working evenings. It don't really matter. So because they can call you any time of the day or the night. That being said, stay safe out there, guys. Always stay legal within your limits. Check your trucks, make sure your tires are good, your brakes are good, they're adjusted. That's the most important thing. Your truck is in good working condition. You have no air leaks. Do your pre-trip, your post-trip every time you go out, because you never know what happened. Maybe you went out and you have a flat tire, but it didn't show right away. Maybe in the morning you get on the truck, you're like, nah, I checked it last night, but next thing you know, you have a flat tire, and there you go. So check it every time before getting on the road. Well, sir, like I say, this is another short video. Well, not so short, we're already in 12 minutes, but thank you for staying tuned. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll post more stuff within the industry. Like I say, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm not the most experienced, I'm not the best, but I'll do my best to answer your questions. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.